What's going on, y'all? I'm fresh off the clock. I'm just clocked out. Just got to the crib. I wanted to make a quick video. I want to tell you what they lied to you. What did they tell you about the American dream? They told you you get you a big house, get you a backyard, get you a sports car, make $100,000 a year, whatever. But if you ask 10 different people what their definition of success is, you're gonna get 10 different answers. But I wanna tell you why the American dream is a lie. The American dream is a trap. Now I ain't in no way I'm saying that I'm trapped or I'm a part of this. I'm just saying it's just seeing the bigger picture, right? Because I always been sort of lean on my expenses. So my car, the car I got a 2017. It got 191,000 miles on it. It's my only vehicle. It's been time where I had 2, 3 vehicles. You know what I'm saying? I ain't counting these scooters and this 4-wheeler and all that stuff. I ain't counting that. But so I always been pretty lean on my expenses, even during COVID. So I've been doing the nursing thing for 9 years. So when I got into it, man, my first job I was making like $19 an hour with a college degree. But I wasn't thinking, I was thinking linear at the time. I was thinking like it's always gonna be like this. But as you move up in the profession, it gets the pay goes more exponential. So anyway, enough of that. The American dream is a trap, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they tell you you can afford. They say for your housing you can afford 33% of your gross income. Now that's not what you take home. That's before they take out taxes. That's before they take out your retirement. That's before they take out your benefits. You know what I'm saying? So 33% of what you gross is supposed to go to your housing, right? Then they say 8 to 12% is supposed to go to your transportation. So just to keep it simple, if you make $10,000, if you gross $10,000 a month, that means you can mathematically you can afford to pay $1,000 a month on transportation. That's the car note, the insurance, the gas, all that. So if you gross 10, you can afford to pay 10% of that, which is $1,000 to transportation. So if you gross that same 10, you can afford to pay $3,300 on housing, on your house, right? But let me tell you what they got. I asked 4 or 5 people at work today this question. I asked them, I said, what's your biggest expense? They all said the same thing, except for one person. Well, 2 people said house, and the other 2 people said something else. And I said, no, that's not. I said, your house is not your biggest expense. Your house is not your biggest expense. Your student loans is not your biggest expense. Your car note is not your biggest expense. I said, I guarantee you pay more in taxes than you pay for what you just told me your biggest expense was. And they said, yeah, you're right. So what they don't tell you is, you go out there and you make $100,000 a year, you paying about 30 in taxes between state, federal, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. So imagine you go to Domino's and you buy you a pizza, 8 slices. And when you walk out Domino's, somebody standing out there like, yeah, let me get 3 of them slices. And you like, for what? I just bought this whole pizza. That's how that's how the government work. They get your 3 slices of pizza before you even get your pizza. You get your pizza, you got 5 slices. You done got so used to it, you don't even realize. So you get your 5 slices of pizza, you got 2 slices going to the house, 1 slice going to the car, 1 slice going to the utility bills and grocery, and you got 1 slice to play with. So when I ask you, where's most of your pizza going to? And you say, oh, most of my pizza going to my house. Now, most of your pizza going to taxes. So on this journey I've been on, I've been trying to figure out, and now it's not that I don't want to do my part and contribute to society, because, I mean, we got WIC and food stamps and all this stuff. So that money had to come from somewhere. So I'm not saying I don't want to pay no tax. I'm just saying that it shouldn't be you pay more in taxes than you paying to keep a roof over your head. That's all I'm saying. And people wonder why. Why do such and such Jeff Bezos made $100 million last year and he didn't pay no taxes? I'm gonna tell you why. When you get to a certain level in a company, when you get to an executive level, your salary may not be money. Your salary may be stocks. So if Bezos got $100 million worth of Amazon stock last year, he can go into the bank and borrow money against them stocks. He can use their stocks as collateral and get a loan. And guess what? Uncle Sam don't tax you on no loan. That's why wealthy people, that's why 90% of millionaires, they own what? They own real estate. Not because it's just something to brag about. It's because the government incentivizes real estate. They give you tax benefits, such as depreciation. You got straight line depreciation. You got bonus or accelerated depreciation. Even with your own personal house you live in, if you got a mortgage, at the beginning of the year, they send you a form. And it shows you how much interest you done paid on all your mortgages, on your mortgage. That's 100% tax deductible. The interest that you pay on your mortgage, so with me, for example, I just refinanced the house. I pay about $800 a month just interest. So at the end of the year, when I get that form, I'm gonna write off about $10,000 next year just for the interest I done paid on that house, which is lower my taxable income. So I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but they lied to you. You cannot afford to pay 33% of your gross income. You cannot afford to pay, $1,000 a month car note, because they basing everything off gross, not net. And people, and this is not a one size fit all thing. They don't know what you're paying for your medical insurance. You a single person, you might be paying $100 a month. But one kid, that insurance go up to $500 a month. A family of 6, that insurance go up to $800 a month. So how is it? Every situation is unique. Every situation is different. So they lied to you, man. The American dream is not, you chasing the American dream, you're gonna end up in a bad situation. Go out there and get the $80,000 car. Go out there and get the $400,000 house. And then you're gonna have to work 6 days a week so you can afford to live in it. The key to it is living below your means, not within your means. Just because you can afford the maximum, get the ultimate. Just because you can afford the Infiniti QX80, get the Nissan Armada. Just because you can afford the 4,000 square foot house, get the 3,000 square foot house and make it a home instead of living in an empty 4,000 square foot house. Because you got to sit and work and save money and fix up this room and put your furniture in that room. Get a $3,000 house and make it a home. That's all I'm saying. So the people that's out there, man, that you trying to impress, they don't like you no way. Once somebody done labeled you as whether you lame or you stuck up, you always gonna be that to them. I can go get, if somebody think I'm lame, I can go get 10 of these. I'm still gonna be the lame dude with 10 mansions. I can go get 30 houses. I'm still that lame dude with 30 houses. You get what I'm saying? So the people that care about you, they care about you. The people that don't like you, they don't like you. That's all I got for you. Peace out.